Welcome to the Thinking Green News Moment. I'm Chris Schneider. Today my guest is Tom Stolp with the Wisconsin League for Conservation Voters. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you very much for having me, Chris.
I should say welcome back, Tom.
Yes, this is my second time on the program. Thank you so much for having us.
So what's happened legislatively in the last year in regards to conservation voters?
Well, really some important victories in this last session. If you're a fisherman or a boater, if you just like spending time on the water, this was really a great year for Wisconsin lakes and rivers, from reducing the amount of phosphorus in some products such as lawn fertilizer, kind of an unlikely source, also dishwashing detergent. Both contain phosphorus. We know that phosphorus, when it gets in our lakes and rivers, can increase the amount of algae blooms and a lot of the unsightly weeds and foul-smelling algae that can make an unpleasant visit down by the lake. So taking care of those kind of common sense approaches to cleaning up our products, making sure that less phosphorus is getting down into our lakes and rivers.
And, you know, when viewers listen and hear conservation and voter, oftentimes they might think Democrat or Republican. How do you remain nonpartisan?
Well, being nonpartisan is very important to the organization and something we work very hard at. We know that in order to have the kind of strong, long-term successes and protections we want for conservation and natural resources, that we have to rise above partisan politics. And so if you look into our conservation scorecard, you'll find great examples of all the success stories of our organization working with both parties, legislators from both parties. You'll find on our list of honor rolls, that is legislators who have gone above and beyond the expectations, you'll find Democrats and Republicans. When you look at our conservation champions, those are legislators who have voted 100% of the time with Wisconsin's natural resources. You're going to find Democrats and Republicans. Another way we're nonpartisan, and maybe a more important way, is that we're always working to put citizens at the forefront of these issues. How can we connect citizens with their legislators? And I think by and large, citizens in the state are nonpartisan. They don't care if their legislator is a Democrat or Republican. They just want to know that they're getting the job done and that they're standing up for the people, the places, and the wildlife that really make Wisconsin a special place to live.
Now, you've mentioned the scorecard. How do you determine what issues go on to your scorecard?
Well, again, it all goes back to citizens. What do citizens want the Wisconsin League of Conservation Voters to take up during the legislative session? And so we hold statewide listening sessions covering areas from Ashland to Appleton, La Crosse and Eau Claire, Milwaukee and Madison. We're all over the state talking with hundreds of people about what issues they care about. Those become the issues that we're going to work on to pass in the legislature, and those eventually become the issues by which we hold legislators accountable for their votes. And again, determining those issues, we take it back to citizens. Our Conservation Scorecard Advisory Council is made up of private citizens who have expertise in natural resources. They determine which issues are most important in this last session, and then that gets approved by our citizen board of our organization. And that's what you're going to find in the Conservation Scorecard, issues that citizens care about.
Tom, what can Fox viewers do tomorrow for the least amount of money to have a positive environmental impact as it relates to conservation voters?
Great. Well, I would encourage voters to log on to our website, conservationvoters.org, and click on our Conservation Scorecard 2009-2010. Inside, they'll find a listing of all the top issues that went on in this last legislative session, and you can also find out how your legislator voted on those important issues, ranging from mercury in household products to toxic chemicals and unlikely products like children's sippy cups. How can we better protect Wisconsin's natural resources and Wisconsin families? We think it's important for voters to know, how did my legislator vote on these issues? Are they just talking the talk, or are they walking the walk when it comes to protecting Wisconsin's most valuable resources?
Tom Stolp, thank you for your efforts at the Wisconsin League of Conservation Voters. This is Chris Schneider with the Thinking Green News Moment.